It's Kim from Auspicious Air, and with all this weird energy, I decided I wanted to do a short tarot reading and pull some oracle cards just to see for the collective. I'm using this awesome deck. It is the Syrian Starseed Tarot. So some of them are a little different. So anyway, I'm not going to take reversals on these, and I just screwed that up. Anyway, so I will get started here. Spirits, guides, ancestors, angels, anyone for the greatest good, please show us the cards we need to see to explain some of this crazy energy. I do focus on relationships and love. Sometimes money, career stuff will come in, but I'm mostly on the emotional side of things, or the relationship side. And because I think that's the most important thing in our lives, are the way we relate to people and the way that, we share our emotions. Because you can't take anything with you after you leave here, after you move on beyond the 3D. So to me, that's all about feelings, emotions, and just how our spirit relates. Which, I mean, it relates by energy anyway. So words are, yes, important, but it definitely is energy. And yeah, so let's get started here. Let's get the energy for the collective. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm looking at the rabbits and the birds, and I have a hummingbird feeder, and so I'm probably just gonna draw these, like, they're so huge, so I'll just pull them. So let's get the overall energy here. Overall energy for September 2020. Oh, 7 of orbs. So orbs are represented by swords here. So we have 7 of swords. So I feel like that's letting go of something. But I'll go over it here in a minute. But it's a cool card. It's in a balloon. People are waving goodbye, and they're dropping the orbs. And so hold on just a second. We'll get the your energy, which is the Sept of crystals. And Seeker of Flames for their energy. And I'll show you the cards here in a second. They're really cool. Seeker of Flames, Sept of crystals. Lots of swords here. Some conflict, which it is right now. It's a constricting energy. So some wands here, more swords, death card or transition, and more swords or more orbs. And on the bottom, which is your subconscious, is the Ace of Crystals, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles. So one second here. I just have to look. Where is my... Jeez. Sorry. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Because these cards are so weird that I have some notes. But anyway, I'll look at the book. So the app. Okay. So the seeker in the book is like the page, the apt is the knight. So, and then the sage is the queen, and then the master is the king. So, right now we have the Seven of Orbs, which I feel like that is about letting go. And just releasing things into the universe, letting the universe have control. Because really, ultimately, we do not have control. We think we do, and we think we can get control in all kinds of ways. But ultimately, the universe has the ultimate control. I mean, it's just the way it is. Some people don't believe that. Of course, there's free will, but ultimately, the universe has the end all, be all, say all, you know. So, but this is about releasing negative thoughts and negative things, releasing negative people, negative habits, negative anything that is not good for your soul, anything that's dampening your spirits, dampening your soul, not letting you move forward to your spirit path, you know, your soul's path. So I feel like that's a big deal right now. Obviously, it's in the overall energy. And then you have the apt, or the knight of orbs. I'm sorry, crystals. So that's the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, the Knight of Pentacles talks about being dependable, being a good manifester, moving slowly, moving methodically, really wanting to build stability, build a foundation. Probably from tearing down all this old energy, you know, tearing the crumbling of the purging. So after you purge, it's time to rebuild, or it's time to create new things in your life. So, you know, the pentacles stand for anything tangible. So, you know, that could have jobs, career, people, money, things like that. And I heard an interesting thing the other day about money, which I don't know if I agree with it, and you guys can tell me what you think, but money is energy, which I never really thought of it like that, but, and my relationship with money, it's not a healthy one, probably. I mean, I never have enough, obviously, which is like most of us, but also, you know, I look at money as, money's not evil, but it's like the thought behind it, or obviously there's a lot of corrupt things with money that, or have to do with money, but I am going to start thinking about money as energy instead of money as this negative thing, or this, you know, this thing that creates conflict. So so I think changing my attitude, changing my thoughts about it might help. I don't know. It's just something I had heard, and I was like, that's an interesting way to think of it. And at first I was like, no, I don't feel like money's energy. But then I'm like, maybe it is. I mean, because everything's energy. I mean, it really. And then and I have heard that, you know, I do believe this, that the flow of money, because, you know, money, if money is energy, then yeah, sitting on money or holding money, you know, it's like, what are you going to do? Line your casket with it? You know, so it's like keeping that flow, and the more you spend, the more comes in, the more, you know, it's got to be this even kind of flow. I mean, obviously, yeah, you want to save for the future. You want to, you know, you want to have a security blanket, but you also don't want to, I guess, hoard it, or, you know, like, what are you saving it for? Like the trip of a lifetime? I mean, you know, so money is one of those really weird subjects for me. And so I'm trying to kind of, you know, tweak my thoughts of it differently. Instead of just like, I need money, you know, really looking at it differently. So that's my thoughts on that. Then, so that's your energy, or our energy. And then the seeker of flames is the other person or the other thing's energy. So the seeker is The page, so this is the Page of Wands. So, the Page of Wands is a very creative, very feisty, lots of movement. They're a little bit immature, so it could be about romance. So this could be a fire sign, like a Leo, Sag, Aries person. Could be that for you. It's a cool card here. It's this woman, and she's like almost praying. I don't know. She's kind of, I guess, worshiping this statue or something like that. She's like her, monument of choice or whatever. So she's kind of just like, maybe offering prayer or something like that, or maybe offering sacrifice off that. I mean, the Page of Wands is a very, like I said, creative and exciting energy. So it's, can be about movement, about rushing in, somebody coming in, could be someone younger than you. It could be just someone really exciting. And I like the orange and yellow depiction on there on her robe. And then the flames over here. So it's very fiery energy. For your, here, your challenges or your, what kind of challenges you're facing right now. And it's another orbs card. So we have another orbs card. And you know what? I feel like, okay, so we went from the 7 to the 9. And here, it's almost like this guy is dropping those orbs. And then they're landing in this forest with this girl who's crying. And it's just, it's disparity. It's sadness. She's alone in the forest. And she's looking for a way out, and it's almost like these swords or orbs are being dropped upon her. So almost like stones. I feel like some hard things have been going on right now in the world and the universe, and things are constrictive right now, which is the energy we're in as far as the planetary alignments. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not very educated on that. So, but the planetary alignments right now are very constrictive, very kind of set up right now. So this kind of explains that. So, this is about coming out of this sad place, and I feel like, she is alone, but right over, if she could climb out of here, she could get, to refugee or to a friend or to somewhere where she could have some happiness. So it's just about, coming out of this darkness. Although that looks like a nice place to me. I would like that. I would like to sit there, but yeah, if people were dropping rocks on you, that wouldn't be very good. So I just feel like, you will come out of the light, and right here, then you have the 6 of Flames or 6 of Wands. So, the 6 of Wands is about being victorious or popular. It's a commendable energy. It's very, I don't like the word righteous, but it is kind of, it's about winning, it's about victory. So I see that, you go from the 9 of Orbs to the 6 of Flames. So that's good. That's like, overcoming this battle, where there's maybe been harsh words or harsh actions or harsh energies, coming out of that. And then you have here the Sept of Orbs, which is the Knight. I'm sorry. I think I'm a liar. Yeah. No. Sorry, Page. Yes, Page. So the Page of Swords. So, the Page of Swords talks about being flexible, and I feel like he's a dreamer. He's very he can be harsh, and he doesn't know how to place his energy sometimes. So he can be overly critical sometimes. But you know, sometimes we need to be overly critical. But if you see here, he's sitting here and he's dreaming about being a knight. So that's his dream here is to become a knight. I mean, he's like, that's who I want to be. I want to be strong like that. I want to know what I want. I want to cut through bullshit. So it's about learning how to master your energy or focus it towards the appropriate outlet and not be harsh. Okay, so when you're learning how to work with your energy, at least for me personally, to learn how to change poor behaviors or poor habits is sometimes a struggle, because you want to fall back into negative behaviors, negative thought processes, and negative actions, you know, because your thoughts create your actions and your actions create, you know, your destiny. I mean, like your choices. So, you know, when you make the choices, I think it's just about not being so fast like that, like not being so fast as the wands are, but slowing down, trying to imagine how you want to say something or do something, really taking the time, the thought to do it, and just being careful about your words, I guess, as well. So in this, especially with this energy being so constrictive, people are wanting to freak out, and they will. And it's just like, and it's how you process it, and it's how you perceive it, and it's how, you know, if somebody says something harsh, or miscommunications are going to be pretty good right now. So, you know, being humble, if you need to apologize, if you, you know, just being careful with how your energy is coming across. So, because people are going to tend to want to be pretty harsh right now, pretty cutting, and like just on the defense, I guess. So if you're on the defense, just be careful with that energy. So that's just kind of a warning there, it looks like to me. And then you have the transition card or death card, which to me is just about, you know, being reborn, becoming this knight, becoming the king, then becoming, you know, the queen, whether you're male or female. But it's about, you know, the light here, and it's about seeing this, you know, and I love it because these cards are so beautiful. So it's like you have this negative energy that you're dropping, and then you're like almost, you know, I say it's death card, but it's not really meaning death. It's actually being reborn, because everything must die to be born again. You know, things have to cycle. So we're in this cycle that is like a very heavy cycle. And I see this. So following the death card is this period of rest, because it's the Four of Swords or Four of Orbs. So it's retreating and, you know, spending some time alone to reflect upon this transformation card, this death card. So you're having all this light and this beautiful new energy coming in, and then we have to take time to reflect on that and rest. And it's a beautiful card. So take time, reflect, rest, you know, take things easy after this energy. I'd say probably the end of September, maybe beginning of October, we should feel a little bit of relief, maybe by like the 2nd or 3rd or something like that. As far as that energy. And then, like I said, on the bottom, you have the Ace of Crystals. So that is the Ace of Pentacles. So that's good. That goes right back to here where I was talking about creating. So once the period of rest is over, then you can start to create something awesome. So I really like this reading. It was fun. It was a good one. It's a good one. It's very good. So let's clear the board here, and we will do a quick oracle, and I'm going to use the Shaman Healing, which I've used this one before. I love this deck. It's so good. So good. So good. cards are upside down, and I'm not sure why. Must have been for a reason. I'm sure of it. Anyway, we'll see what comes out here. I do like these cards, and I probably will read the book just because it gives a better description, and we can talk about, you know, what I feel like is mean, but let's just see what comes out here. I really liked that reading. It was nice. I mean, it made sense for me, for my life. So hopefully, for some of you guys, you can, you know, relate. Hopefully it has some relatability. I'm going to be doing, hopefully, a podcast soon. I feel like I've been slacking, but this energy is just, kind of like, I don't know. But, you know, it's good. It's transformative stuff. So anytime you're moving, breathing, getting up, walking this earth, you know, we're all changing, transforming, hopefully becoming better people, better souls, better, you know, more in line with our energy, more in line with ourselves, more in line with each other, understanding each other. And this is making sense. I'm going to get one more. Because I feel like maybe I'll do one more and then the bottom. So let's get one more. All right. Okay, this makes sense. So we have, and then the bottom. Another transition card, death or transition. Death, transition. So this is past, present, and future. And then this one is burden. And then this one is, I like it, self-love. So we will read past, present, and future. Number 4. I do love these cards. We all arrive on this earth with a plan. We all have lessons to learn. In the process of learning these lessons, most of us will encounter experiences that we will label as bad. This labeling and duality we carry on with us wherever we go is what we call our so-called baggage. When we let these labels direct our reactions to life and experiences in the present, or even project them into the future, we are working with a lower energy vibration. When you are able to integrate your lessons without labels, then you are free to remain in the present experience and enjoy it for what it is. You can then move forward into the future without expectations or agendas and be much more open to what will be for our highest and best. Let go of labels and judgments surrounding the situation. So this kind of goes, I feel like, what I was talking about in the, what was it, the swords? No, the Page of Swords. Being careful about our words and how we label things, and how you know, you might say, I'm just hot-headed, or I'm, you know, I can't control my emotions. You know, like giving yourself that label, or setting yourself up for that, it's not good, because it's like, it's almost as an excuse. It's like, oh, so you're just gonna be like that forever? And it's like just trying to transform your energy, change your energy, and accepting it. It's not baggage. It's just, they're all learning experiences. That's what we're here to do, is learn. So, and try, you know, unfortunately, sometimes through these learning processes, you know, we lose people, we hurt people, we do things that aren't in our highest vibration, not in our best interest, but it's learning. That's what we do. And forgiving is part of that. Forgive yourself, forgive other people. That's all we can do. So I like that card. Okay. Then we have burden, which it's pretty right on here. It's an ant. He's in a flower. Let's see. Burden. Many times we take on the stress of those we love and care for. We see it as the ultimate sacrifice. We take on others' burdens to save them the trouble or heartache. Ironically, the way energy in the universe works makes this a very counterproductive way of operating. When we take on the burdens of others, we deny them the ability to learn and grow from their own lessons. We also interfere with the divine planning and timing. Never one to be thwarted, any lessons circumvented will absolutely reappear. That's true. If lessons aren't learned, they will happen again. It might be in a different circumstance, but they will happen again. Sometimes with much more force than what was originally intended. Ask yourself, if you or another is taking on troubles and lessons not belonging to them out of the need to be needed, this stems from the fear that you or they are fundamentally not enough. So yeah, it's almost, let's use an example. A parent who doesn't want their kid to fail, or they feel like they've failed as a parent or something, they might take on burdens that their child might need to, a lesson they might need to learn. So, and it's a tricky situation because it's like, yeah, you want to protect your child, or if you feel guilty because of, you feel like it's something you've done, or you feel like it's, guilt has no room in our lives, I don't feel. I was talking with a friend about this. There's not a lot of room for it. I mean, yeah, if you don't feel guilty, then I guess you have no remorse, but we should try to learn to do things so we don't feel guilty. And we should definitely never guilt other people. I mean, it's easy to do. And I'm reading a book. It's Lessons Learned Through Love and Guilt, or something like that. Or no, love is the lesson, guilt is the teacher, love is the lesson. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, it's a good book. But yeah, to let go of feeling guilty, to let go of the need to take on other people's burdens. And because, sometimes we take on burdens, but it's like, it's a lesson they need to learn. So it's like, you're really not helping them, because then it might come tenfold even worse for them. So it's like, help when you can, help where you can, but don't take on other people's burdens. So what else? This stems from the fear that, fundamentally not enough. This is not true. You are created perfect. Your fears and doubts keep you separated from this truth. This is the separation one can feel from Creator. Once you accept and believe you are perfect and worthy, the tendency to make yourself invaluable to others through your help and assistance will go away. Your relationships can then be based on truth and not manipulation. Yeah. So there's a lot to learn from that, and from this card of burdens and the manipulation of other people, and then manipulation from yourself to other people. And we all do it. I mean, if you're alive, babies learn how to do this when they're very, very young. They cry, they get attention. Now, tiny babies don't manipulate because you're not born like that. But you learn that when you're like 6 months old, you cry, you get held, and some of it is for survival, but when it becomes manipulating is when you're doing it and it's not for survival. Does that make sense? So it's a tough one. That's a good one though. That is a real good one. So, okay, 41, self-love. I like this one too. I needed this today. We always try to think so highly of the ones we love. We even give strangers the benefit of the doubt. But when it comes to self-love, many of us fall woefully short. To love oneself is to accept imperfection, embrace learning, and battle through the all-consuming fires of self-doubt in order to find the energetic balance inside each of us. Be aware of the small, insidious voice that perhaps repeats the negative self-assessment that you had as a child. Maybe an ex-lover or a friend put a label on you that you have accepted. These self-judgments have no place in a whole, healthy relationship that is vital to have with yourself. It's only when you find your love for yourself that you can sincerely offer love to others. So, not ruling on manipulation, not seeking out to control other people to receive their love, and it all comes from, first you have to love yourself. If you don't, then you are not able to love someone else. Period. So, I've learned through, many years of not loving myself that you know, and those are habit, like loving yourself. It's not like you learn the lesson and then you're good. Like, at least not for me. Because it's something I have to work on every day. You know, it's something that is, I had a lot of self-hatred and a lot of, you know, guilt and a lot of issues, with that, you know, with loving myself. But it's like, once you really know that you are worthy, things become a lot more clear. You become a lot more calm, and you know yourself better. You know, you know who you are. You know that you are worth love. You know that you are worthy of love, and you know that love is the highest vibration. And, you know, nobody's perfect, and we all need to really attempt to treat each other with respect and love and kindness. And sometimes that's difficult. You know, but it's like, when we criticize another, we're really criticizing ourselves. So, loving yourself, and then loving other people falls into place easily. So anyway, that was my Tuesday messages, and I really liked it, and I hope you guys liked it too. And hopefully I'll be doing more stuff here on this channel. I've just been in a really funky energy. So love and light, and hopefully check out my podcast soon on Auspicious Air. And I love you all, and thanks for tuning in. Share it with your friends, share it with your families, share it with strangers, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.